her name? One was answering a lot of questions, yesterday. Okay, any one girl can come and sum up again? Anyone? One boy has done now, this is a girl's time. Nari Shakti. Quick. But by the time the other thing will now go up. Anybody? Nobody? Okay, fine. I think they may take some initial the language if you use it is booting now. Bootstrap, okay? Okay, all right. He left a certain stage where this ideas what we are going to do next 3 days after this, right? Anyway, tomorrow you have a lot of time to spend on how to do your pitch deck. Next Thursday onwards, we'll go for competition. Though you are telling it is cooperation, but it is a competition. Have you got the entire program shared to you? See, what is on Saturday? Just tell me. I don't know. Just open and see. What is on Saturday? I don't know what is on Saturday. You tell me. What is there on Saturday? What is Saturday's program? I'm checking two things, whether you shared, you got it or not. Second is I would like to know you are gone through it or not. Got it? What is on Saturday? Anyone of you can help me? Sorry? Correct. After that, Saturday. You can use mic, yeah. Yeah, mentoring and evaluation, right. Next, after that, there is an interesting part which you are not telling. Go through. Prize distribution. Okay, see, if you do good job, there are about 15 of them, right? If these ideas are presented to evaluators, Friday, Saturday morning, they will do that. The good ones are given with prizes. And further, if you want to do, from there I take over for incubation. Then pitch deck to investors. Then you can work with me. That's basically taking you up to entrepreneurship. You can become entrepreneur in the institute. Because you are in the first year of the studies. Next 3 years you are going to be with me. So very well, we can logically can conclude that. So therefore, though morning it was all collaborative, subsequently the Thursday onwards it is competition. Whatever you need, what I call hardware, he was telling it is difficult to give. Suppose that interesting thing for me is finding out the soil thing and then testing, and it is not immediately possible, right? Fine. Over a period of time, you can do that also. So very good project. It seems to be a good project. You want to say something now? Okay. Therefore, tomorrow you work hard, get your idea really materialized. Thursday onwards, you'll have a mentor here. He is going to do mentoring to you. Then Friday, Saturday is evaluation. You have to exhibit, and then the winner will have good prize amount and all those things. Thank you for giving me opportunity, Agde. Please come. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. So this kind of opportunity, I think it's a very unique idea from VC sir and others in the institution, Nagarna sir and others in the institution, right? So because I remember, and I have seen other engineering colleges or other places also, other universities also. I have given some lectures also. This kind of opportunity is not given to the first year anywhere. Okay, so please make use of this because it will help you tremendously in your journey of an entrepreneurship or a job wherever you go. So this kind of opportunity is like I would, from bottom of my heart, thank the institution for giving students this kind of opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Hegde. It was really a beautiful session and very informative. Now, Professor P. Achyutrao is about to join us virtually. Professor P. Achyutrao, a former center head, National Institute of Design, R&D Campus, Bangalore, recipient of Distinguished Alumnus Award for Design Education from IDC, IIT Bombay, coordinator, Industry Relation, Design Clinic Scheme, MSMEs South Zone of Government of India at NID Bangalore. Research Chair Holder, OP Jindal, Design Research Chair at NID R&D Campus, Bangalore. Professor P. Achyutrao is a product designer by profession and qualification. He is one of the first product designers trained in India from the first batch of Industrial Design Center, IIT Bombay, in 1971. He was witnessed transition of design from non-design to design as innovation. He has about 30 years of industrial experience and 20 years of teaching experience. He has been teaching product design and allied subjects from the year 2000 at the master levels. Professor Rao conducts corporate training programs relating to innovative product development, product design and design methods, design thinking, problem solving, creativity and innovation, systemic innovation, value engineering, lean design, design for assembly, design for service, quality function development, failure modes, effect research India Private Limited, Triveni Engineering and Industries Limited, Applied Materials, Quest Bangalore L&T, Mumbai, GMR, Infrastructure Limited, Bosch Engineering and Business Solutions, Harman India, etc. Co-faculty for Management Development Program, Management of Innovation and Technology offered by XLRI Jamshedpur. Apart from being a design educator, he brings with him the rich experience of designing for the corporate sector as well as MSMEs. Offers proficiency courses at the Center for Continuing Education, Indian Institute of Sciences, Bangalore from 2005. Some of the courses offered are innovative product development and design methods, service design, design thinking and innovation, introduction to industrial design, strategizing innovation using TRIZ. So we are very much lucky enough in order to have him virtually. Welcome you, sir, for this Innovation Week, which has been organized by GM University.
sir. Can you hear me?
Ah, yes, I can hear you.
Just a minute, because some technical problem is there. Student
Are
could
you
not
able to hear me?
Yeah, now I could able to hear you in my mobile, but
Hmm.
it is not connecting to the our system audio system.
I'm using my laptop audio only.
ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್.
Sir, can you unmute your audio there? It is muted now.
Sir, some technical glitch at our place. Yours is perfect.
I mean, now
No, yours is very correct, but we are trying to figure out at our end. Our auditorium is not able to pick that. Just
I
wait,
see.
sir. Have patience, sir. Just.
no problem, no problem. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Can students log on to their mobile?
Not mic code.
Sir, mic ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡು
Mic
mic ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಿಡಿ. Sir, kindly speak on.
hello.
Kindly speak on, sir.
Yeah, I'm speaking.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, sir.
Are you able to see my slide?
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸರ್ ಬರೋ ತನಕ ಕಾಯದ ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಬರೋ ತನಕ ಕಾಯ್ಬೇಕೀಗ.
Hello. Hello.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫೋನ್
You're able to see my slide and are you able to hear me? Huh?
ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಾನು.
Will I start? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So sorry for the hiccup. What do we expect actually? I'll be talking about why are we in business. I want maybe in direct offline you could answer me, but I will try to see. You can think of the answer and then whether you are right or wrong. And I will ask this. And why actually value creation is important to the organization. And what is the meaning of value that I'm talking about, which is the most crucial aspect actually, which are not taught in any engineering or in MBAs in the beginning. And what are the options to the organization to be in, in service and then to continue to be growing, whether it's an improvement to be made or a variety is to be created or a novelty solutions to be offered or innovations is to be done. Okay. And then what is innovation and why, how to innovate. Okay. This is briefly the content that I want to go to present. Okay. So why are we in business actually? If I ask this question, most of you would say that we are there in a business to make money. Okay. So all day. Are you able to hear me or no? Hello? Yeah. So all the management institutions also teach that how to make more money in the business, right? So making money. Is that really the reason that you exist in an organization or in a business? When it's a business, it is all entrepreneurship. Okay. So if you are in business to make money, you will not be in business for long. Please remember this, the first thing that you must understand before you start, do anything about it. You are not there to make money. You are actually, this is the paradigm shift happened in the world, which actually are not recognized, in India and the management and management schools. When we are in business to make money, the focus will be on all internal parameters of the organization. You don't think about the external parameters. You don't think about the customer at all. This is how the last, the controlled Raj or the, economy that India was having was managing all organizations. Existing products, you think about your existing products, how to sell more, how to make more, existing capabilities. You only concerned about existing capabilities, whether any modification can be done using the existing capabilities, existing technologies. You don't even think about obsoleting technologies. Internal cost and profit margin emphasis on return on investment with a very prominent term. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you can go ahead.
I'm full screen. I'm on full screen. Yeah, because whenever you call me, my mic gets off. I don't know why. Okay. I'm on full screen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Efficiency, most important parameter of I think somebody is talking there, and I'm hearing her voice. Hello. Huh? All right. Are you able to see? No, I'm anyway. I can see, your screen. Now are you able to see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can see on mobile and our laptop, but on the screen, it is not able to see.
Hello.
Sir, just wait, sir. Kindly bear with us.
All right.
When you are in business to make money, the focus will be on all internal parameters.
Oh, ಹೆಣ್ಮಗು,
Yeah, the internal parameters. Yeah.
Echo.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. Can you share my Yeah, if you, are you able to hear me? Now I'm speaking from the laptop. Huh? Hello, I'm speaking from the. I can go ahead, Alva. Full screen ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ? Because I'm hearing actually my ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದರಿಂದ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಈಕೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. I'm hearing my own voice when I'm talking to you on mobile. Shall I go ahead? All right, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I will just what happens actually when you you know want to take decisions to make money, you're all talking about internal organizations, issues. You're never concerned about the outside market. So this is known as organization centric thinking, which is the predominant force in Indian organizations, which were actually before the opening up of the economy. Okay. So this was the controlled Raj or protected market economy that we call. And when we opened up the entire economy, most of the organizations were not able to succeed and see how to make the competitions. In organization central thinking, customer is not the focus of decision making. This is the real problem of most of the enterprises. They all think about what I can do, what facility do I have, how do I make a thing within my control, etc. So that is not going to give you any success. Okay. So if I see one of the most leading cars, yeah. So the best car, the president of India was using this car. I mean, most of the Indian telephone industries, Bajaj scooter, and HMT watch. I don't know how many of you students will know what this is. This is known as the slide rule, equivalent to the present day calculator, which we used as engineers in the past. So where are these companies now? Where are they? Where have they vanished? Any of you can think? Large companies of the world are vanished. Why? And that's the learning. So they could not survive against the challenge of change, the competitive market economy. You have to survive in a competitive world that anybody, and you do not know who is going to be your competitor tomorrow. How do I really change? So you have to be a dynamic organization. They did not make meaning to the customers to remain in business because they were all organization-centered thinking. There never was customer-centered thinking. They never had a customer-centered thinking. And that's why they did not survive. You have to be in business to make your customers. You must contribute to improve the quality of life of your customers. And that is the real purpose of your organization. Okay. So the focus is not going to be on internal matters, but the focus is going to be on the customer focus. And then external issues. Who is going to be my competitor? What is it doing? What technologies are coming up? That is user-centered thinking. These are all the different way of thinking which you have to learn. You are not taught about these things. And that's what, if you have gone yesterday, recall somebody would have talked to you about design thinking process. And this is the first phase, that empathy phase and the define phase of the problem. Okay, so when you go apply these, then you will know what does the customer want from me and how can my solution be attractive to him. And this is what actually happens when you have a user-centered thinking. All right. To remain in business and to be relevant, continue to offer products and services which have perceived value to the customer. So this is again another thing which you have not even learned. What do you mean by perceived value? It is not a quantitative assessment, it's a qualitative assessment of how people spend money. When I say people, it's your customer. Okay, always refer to your customer segment. So you need to know whom you want to serve and where does he want to spend money. So perceived value is a qualitative assessment of how much can he afford to pay that you have done, and he's going to do better than what you have done. So again, it's like it's a path which is very, very, troublesome. Okay. When you have a variety, you are actually not able to enable new customers to come to your business. So innovation is only the process. Continuous innovation is only the assurance of being in business. Remember this. Okay. So an example, let me try to give you an example of what are the choices. I will say soil testing of by agricultural farmer. So what is the current system? We have physically take the sample to the lab. He has to go and give the sample to the lab in a place where it is all centralized. Then after some time, he has to go and collect the report. This is the current system, existing system. Okay. Now, what could be the options? No, what do I do? Improvements. So how can I improve? Reduce the testing time. Probably one of the thing is that, you don't have to wait. Deliver report quickly. Maybe, if you take 1 week, can I deliver it in 2 days? That's the improvement you can possible, right? Or you can have a service provider. You don't have to, bring this. Somebody comes and collects a sample, gets tested and delivers a report. That could be another model. Ultimately what? The farmer wants to test the soil before he crops and what fertilizer he has to put. That's what information he requires, right? So, or you can say bring the test, to the site itself. Can it be possible? You don't go to it. So the testing authority go to the farmers, each farmer, and then test and then instantly gives the report. So these are the options that are available for enable the farmer to get it tested. So innovation is like, it was already in this example happened. IIT Kanpur launched a soil testing device that can detect the soil health in only 90 seconds. You buy this small equipment and you attach to your mobile, and the farmer gets the report within about no time. Wireless soil testing device, mere 5 grams of dry soil sample to detect micronutrients present in the soil. Okay, and he gets within and then he also get a suggestion as to what fertilizer he has to put for what type of crop. And this is the innovation. So I mean, just giving you an example of a company can survive either offering improved products or offering variety of products or creating innovative products. That's the first choice that you have. Okay. So what is innovation? Basically the process of translating an idea or invention. It can take up even a patented idea into a product or a service that creates value for which customers will pay. This is the most important aspect to be successful. Create value for which customers will pay. Okay. That is, you never, if you want to be, successful, then innovation must start significant problem of the customer. It's not that you know certain technology, so you create a product and you expect customers to buy. That's not the way. There is a genuine problem of your customers and you solve it, they will buy it without much effort. And that's what, start with the significant problem of the customer. What problem of the customer do you want to solve and why? First ask these two questions. Because already there is an existing solution. What is wrong with that existing solution? What are the difficulties of using the existing solutions? This gives you an idea whether you can do a new product or innovative product. Okay. So value, again, I was, since most of the engineering colleges do not talk about value. What do you mean by value? Value is perceived by the customers. That means each one's perception of value is very different. Perceived means qualitative assessment. Value is a customer's estimate of the product's overall capacity to satisfy his or her needs. Somebody says, the comfortable car, the seats of X car is more better than seats of Y car, or car X is more silent than car Y. There is no way of maybe in case of silence it can be measured, but otherwise most of the perception is based on opinions that the customer segments have, or the opinions that are created by multimedia. Okay. So value is a satisfaction of the customer requirements at the lowest possible cost of acquisition, ownership, use, and disposal. Ultimately, you have to achieve it at the optimum cost so that you can sell it for a price which makes your business very flourishing. Value of a thing is based on the price it will bring. Ultimately, aim of an organization is not to reduce the price. I mean, I'm telling you very seriously, something which you probably never hear. I want to do, innovation to increase the price of my product. And I give you an example, is a value. I mean, Apple, right? Apple never reduces the prices. Apple launches new products and he increases the price. Gentlemen, how is he surviving? Is probably one of the number one innovative company. Remember, so every activity of your organization should be to create value and command more price. People are paying for it. Okay, everything is worth what his purchaser will pay for it. Purchaser has to be convinced that he's worth paying so much of money to your product, and that's what innovation is all about. So basically, what is the meaning of value? What is the benefit the customer is getting? You can say, it does this, and what is the cost for you to make, and what are the harms in the product? So this is a very interesting equation. So cost means all input costs that you incur, and then you fix a price, right? And then what is harms? All undesired outputs of the product which are there because of way you have designed the product. Remember that this is all your control. What the benefits you have to offer to the customer, and this should be minimum, this should be maximum. That is what every organization must aim for. And this, remember, this can be quantified, gentlemen. All right. So benefits is equal to quality of life. Ultimately, the customer feels, I have to, put less work. I will have to, remember less things, etc., etc., etc. Quality of life. Anyway, again, understand what is the quality of life or a standard of living. I'm only going to give you these hints. You have to study yourself. And can I afford? These are the two questions. What does it do for me? how much I have to pay. This is all he considers before he says yes or no. And so you have to translate this perception into a product, create what are the attributes of the product, and at what price can I sell. And this is the equation. If you are successful, you'll be able to flourish. If not, you keep a price, even the lowest price also may not be able to sell. And so affordability is different than the cheap price. Okay, remember that. Customers will buy it at a price that works for them. That means you must understand what are their affordability. You can create and deliver it at a cost that works for you. That means you have to manage your internal matters. You can build a level of volume that makes it worthwhile. So you have to have enough customers so that it is worthwhile to make it. Then you must also, nowadays you protect your knowledge. There is another responsibility that today it has come. Otherwise you will not be there. If you don't protect it is not taught anywhere, right? What is the meaning of value? Okay. Similarly, this you cannot directly use, right? You have to mend and then you create nuisance. And you have a watch, probably it's 10,000 rupees, and this is about 800 rupees. Why? And you got this here, maybe a lakh of rupees, all from the same company, am I right? Why do people create these different products? It is there in every field, including hospitals you go, including educational institutions. You got IITs, you got NITs, you got other PES, Army, etc., etc., etc. Why? All because of the perception that your institutions have created. That is worth paying so much of money or not worth paying so much of money. All right. So you have a car, probably Reva, which was a very famous car. This is a Mahindra's EV car, and this is probably Lamborghini. Why? Every field. First recognition is that you have to remember, right? Where do I fit? Because it's not that the lowest product will sell the maximum, right? Then there need not be any competition at all. There should be only one company. So you have different types of buses, am I right? So every field there is a segregation. So you have to find out whether I have to create a product of this nature or a product of this nature. This is what the customer value perception understanding is all about. All right. This is there, gentlemen, purely technical product or consumer products. So value, remember, value is pursued by customer and it's not your calculations. How will you capture this and understand this? You're not learned. You have to learn this. Remember this. That's why you have to hire a professional designers or human psychologists. They will give you this, this we call as ethnography. People, social science aspects, tools are available for you to understand the customer. Empathy, and then human-centered approach of design. These are the two directions in which to work for this. All right. Now let me give you a value perception, an example of Metro Delhi. Delhi. All of you are probably in Bangalore. You are familiar now. Metro is very nice, right? Air conditioned and all. So Delhi Metro sees sharp fall in ridership after recent fire. So in October 2017, they increased the price of Delhi Metro fares were increased. What happened? 80,000 people stopped using the metro. Why? In the May, they had increased the price. In October, 3.2 lakh people stopped using Delhi. Same Delhi, moment you increase the price beyond some affordability threshold, people stopped using metro. So this is an example of it's worth up to that amount, is not worth beyond that amount. Okay. So what is the the value perception in terms of attributes? So when you say metro, very less journey time, am I right? Comfortable, AC, it can be planable, and it is not affordable. But because of the price, is not affordable. So this is what actually happens, value perceptions, right? Now alternative is slow buses, more journey time, noisy, dusty, more tiring, total time varying, not predictable. Journey cannot be predicted. You don't know whether the bus will start on time or not. Irregular, I have to start early, but it is affordable. And so this is a very interesting example of value perception, understanding value perceptions. Okay. So value innovation is achieved only when the whole system of utility, the purpose of existence of that product, usefulness, price, and cost is aligned. Cost is internal matters. making it affordable and worth the money as perceived by the customer. So this is the toughest equation thing that you need to do. It's not just only technical development of a product. When you do a company, when you do a startup, you need to have multiple skill levels coming, and different people may have to come. All right. What is innovation means? Clarity on innovation. What qualifies an innovation? Because I think it's very important. A lot of people confuse improvements to innovation, variety to innovation. It's not that. Okay. So what are the critical characteristics? An idea should be new, fundamental, and it should be implemented successfully. Means the product love to buy it, and it must create value for the user as well as the innovator both. So these are the three critical requirements to be qualified as an innovation. Okay. New, value creation, and impact. So innovation is the implementation of new ideas that add value. So what is meaning by new idea? I'll clarify. Okay. So different characteristics: new, action, implementation, and then it creates value, wealth for the producer as well as the buyer. Any of these missing, then it is not innovation. Remember this. Okay. So new, what is the meaning of new? Okay. You can't do things the way they have always been done and claim to be innovative. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is insane. I hope you know who is telling that. We need to do different things to innovate. Not doing differently. Remember, you have to do different things means you need to find a way of solving a problem which has not been thought before. And that's what innovation is all about. To innovate, you have to generate and use ideas that are new and different from what has been tried before in this context. That means, you are not going to be an inventor. You need to use a knowledge which has not been used in your domain and which has been used in some other domain to your domain. That's the meaning. So newness is context dependent. New does not mean no one has ever done it before. If it has not been done in this context before, then it qualifies as new. Idea of newness is context dependent. Again, very important. Okay. You need to have the ability to look for knowledge from different domains beyond what you know, and then normally it is out of the box. That means go beyond the knowledge that you have. Search for new knowledges in the world. All right, I'll give you some examples. For example, all of you know that this is a safety bag is there, right, in order to protect the driver. So we have a technology which is very successfully used in automobile industries. So can I use this somewhere else and create new products? Okay. So suggest some 5 applications. Since I don't have any time to react, let me show you some examples, right? How this has been used, technology. Okay. So you probably every motorcycle can also be fitted with a airbag, possible, right? So direct relationship, right? Can anybody miss? This is a helmet, invisible helmet, which uses the technology of the airbag, and so it protects the two-wheelers, especially for these are all. So you can buy it. Okay, I'm not giving you any theoretical renderings. You can buy them. The details are there. Okay. Airbag suits, probably nowadays race these motorcycle racers or two-wheel racers, professional racers, they need to be protected, right? The whole suit can be created using airbags. So it is a work, the value perception is context based again. It can be the other way, that when you have accident, it can protect the customers. This is an Indian innovation, actually. It was done in India recently. Okay. Your, Mangalyaan or the Mars, this thing, rover, it used airbag technology to see that it does not get damaged. So you can now see, I'm looking for a new approach to solve a problem which is similar. All right. Maybe elders will require this. You can buy this. So I'm just showing you examples which are already there. Like this is how you look for knowledge from a different domain. Okay. Now induction heating, I hope most of the mechanical engineers will know. The basic principle involved in induction heating was discovered by Michael Faraday in 1831. Am I right? How much time did we take to create a induction heating cooker? I mean, in a stove? The most efficient cooking device, right? Why did we not do that? And this is the real example of innovation. Okay, using a new technology, new method altogether. Okay. Now, lotus leaf remains clean, am I right? Can clothes remain clean? If I know how this is being done, then can I apply this technology or the knowledge to make my clothes remain clean? And that's exactly what innovation is all about. Who needs laundry? The shirt you can wear for 100 days without washing or ironing. They are sold. Wool and Prince claim the shirt can be worn for 100 days without being washed or ironed. Okay. You can buy this. 7 days, you can wear the socks. They need not be washed. So, if I'm going for a tour, am I right? I need not, carry, so many socks every day, right? So, innovation, the new factor, how innovation is taking two things that already exist, knowledge, knowledge from two different domains, and putting them together in a new way. This is the approach. Connect unconnectables, combine already existing, but different domain. You are not familiar with that domain. That's all the problem. In a new way. And this is the process of innovating, right? Bringing knowledge from an unconnected field, applying into my field. So the action, successful implementation of the new idea. So you must, this will clarify you how many types of skills you must have. Okay. An idea has to be executed well for it to be innovative. Simply having the idea does not make an innovation. Innovation is a doing, not just in the thinking or conceptualization. You have innovated when you successfully executed a solution and it is actually in use and having the desired impact. So you need to have different types of skills in order to be successful. Remember that. That is only the lesson I can give you at this moment of time. And when you are doing this, it must create value. This is the most important aspect. Whether it will not be successful, nobody is going to buy you. A new idea is only innovative if it has a clear purpose to solve a problem of the customer. It must give some solution to the buyer. That means the problem must be significant. He's very bothered about it, or it makes his life miserable. Meet an unmet need or satisfy a want. What is the meaning of need, want, etc.? I hope your marketing lecture somebody will give you. Okay. So what is the problem? Again, there's a clear understanding I want you to have. A problem is knowing where you want to be and where you currently are. Where you currently are, the current, the ability of solutions, but you are aware of that it can be improved, it can be solved. So jump. The gap between the two is the problem. Okay. So current state of the solution, future possible state, I can improve it, I can make the problem disappear, and so that gap is the problem. And this is a very interesting understanding of what a problem, so it can be applied to anything. There has to be a clear gap that what is created aims to fill. So you have to find what is that gap. All right. To innovate and thus differentiate, they have to find a gap that has not been filled, and that's only then innovation will have a meaning. Problem to be solved, and otherwise it is likely to be a variety. You are putting one more option, one more choice. So people need not buy it. I'm just giving you some examples, gentlemen. What was the problem of this? I don't know. Many of you may not be aware. My father, was using this. That is in the before independence. Okay, these two blades. Am I right? There are two blades. So it had a problem. It was solved by multiple blades. Am I right? So why this was accepted, though it is 10 times costlier than this? I know most of you might be knowing that this is more costlier than this, but still people prefer this. So we discussed. I mean, that's what you understand value perception, right? What can be the future? I mean, can we use laser? I don't know. So because this is also has a lot of problem, right? What is the problem? You have to put the cream, wash. Too much of time to consuming, put the cream and foam, clean it, clean the razor. All these are problems, right? If you ask every day, you have to do this, right? If you ask the customer, they will tell you. So can we use the laser? Will it be valued by the customer? This is how think about innovation, right? And so, this is actually a laser shaver under a, concept development. Maybe there, they'll be there tomorrow. Okay. So now I'm just telling, how to look for opportunity. Most of you, if you know the house constructions, you will see that, the mason will always start building a house like this. And you can see here now, so much of concrete or cement is falling down. Normally, a good worker will put a gunny bag or paper, newspaper or some cloth, and then he will use this. Maybe about almost 20% of the cement is wasted, gentlemen, in construction like this. Okay, so it actually has got two problems. One is the quality. Moment this is used, because it is curing, right? Getting cured. Okay, the other one, there's another quality and a problem here in this. And if you think, there is no measurement of the, the thickness of the concrete cement layer here. It can be varying from its judgment. Am I right? So can this be a problem? Opportunity for value creation? Now look at this solution which is available in USA. It was done. Same amount of thickness of the concrete or the cement and no spilling at all. And imagine the time that they have saved. So double benefit. One is no wastage of cement. Secondly, the quality of your layer is fixed. And so this is what innovation is all about. Okay. So how the innovation is accepted by the customers? Factors that influence are advantage. Why I should migrate from my existing solution to your solution? So you must be able to justify, communicate, relative advantage. Then compatible. Compatibility is a human aspects actually. How do I adopt for the new things? For example, when the smartphone came, a lot of people resisted it because, from the button to the smartphone, they were not able to migrate. Compatibility is a human issues and a risk involved. Again, you must understand these three very important aspects. Advantage, innovation has an advantage when it appears to be better than the previous generation and has a high rate of adoption. You can convince people. How do you know that the solution is compatible? How do you do that? You're not a social scientist. Empathy, the design thinking part of it. Ethnography, that's what the tools of ethnography enable us to make whether it's compatible or not compatible. So basically, compatibility is understand their beliefs, psychological, values, motivations, why they should change, behaviors, stereotype behaviors, the pain points or the struggles that they have in the current system, and the gains that they expect. I should do this better. Let me find a solution which is better than that, and the challenges that they face. And then once you understand these compatibility issues can be solved, you can have a different solutions, elegant solutions. All these aspects are compatibility issues, which are not taught to you again. So all these words are different from the engineering language you are familiar with. Have you been able to talk about this? You need to understand the design language, which is very different from engineering language, and they are not taught to you in engineering education. So remember this. That's why you need to really consult good industrial designers. Okay. Risk is anyway most of you can assess. Risk perceived in the uncertainty a consumer has when buying items, mostly those that are particularly expensive and inventive. So risk can be functional, social, and physical, both. Again, these are all the human-centered design thinking tools enable us to assess this. All right. The younger generation is more willing to take risks in innovation, and we can therefore expect more willingness in taking on risk with the innovative technology in India. There's an advantage that we have. Okay. What is not innovation? Just to pass through. It is new, idea is new, it is actually value added, and it is not successfully implemented at all. That means it's only a creative idea. Right? It's new and it has been improved, it has been something, but there's no value creation. Nobody wants to buy it. So that is novelty or variety. Add one more, to the competition. I'm just giving you this example, which is a novelty. Probably who would like to buy this or, use this. All right. For example, there is somebody has made a table where you can use this, some insertion, this thing. Very novel idea, right? Will you buy it? Spend money for that? So novelty, I hope, like variety. So don't confuse these improvement and variety to be innovation. I just want to be very, very clear in that. Okay. So action implemented very successfully, it is also value added, and that is improvement. Okay. So for example, I'm showing you the one of the earliest Wagoner and the latest Wagoner. They are nothing but variety and improvement. Okay, there's no innovation involved. So minor an existing product or a process is not the same as innovating. Innovation means doing things in a new and different way and doing different things. But all improvements are innovations, but all innovations ideally should lead to improvement in the product. So innovation is not equivalent to adding a new technology. So my understanding of technology is embedding the concept in physical form. Anything that I use, employ to embody a concept in a physical form is called technology. All right. The use of new technology does not necessarily mean innovation has happened. Digital technology can be layered over an old and existing process. That is digitization and not innovation. The newness is not necessarily in the technology deployed. It is more in the essence of the idea itself implemented. Okay. Not all innovation involves technology either as an enabler or as a result. Now, what's cheapest and most fuel efficient new car? Nano happened, right? Where do you think it is fitting? Where do we fit? Is it a novelty, variety, or improvement, or innovation? Actually, just a variety. One more choice. That was all. Whether the people liked it or not liked, that's why it failed actually. It's not an innovation, it's not an improvement. Okay. Customer did not see value in it. A very good lesson to learn actually. Gentlemen, if you study this as a case study, you will know how, in a Tata failed. It's new, it's excellent engineering, but of no value as pursued by the customer. Excellent engineering is not excellent design. I mean, I'm giving you very critical sentences which are based on my experience. Authentically, I can prove them. So customer pursued value was not understood by Tata. The Tata Nano failed because nobody aspires to own a cheap car. Actually, an insult, right? You are using a cheap pen. You are using a cheap mobile. Would you like to do that? That was the most, hurting insult Tata has done to the car buyer. Even in developing markets, buyers are looking for value, and that does not mean the lowest price. So how do you create value? Designed to make meaning to the customers, which I hope, yesterday somebody would have covered you already in design thinking. Transform an idea into a form the market can accept, creating value for which customers will pay. Remember, creating value for which customers will pay. This should be your mantra. And okay, so that's innovation. I just give you some examples, gentlemen. Most of you would have not even seen this. In India, milk was rationed. Every family was allowed only so many quantity of milk. Okay, that is in 1971. This is a photograph I have taken in IIT Bombay when I was in the hostel, IIT Bombay hostel. And the milk was supplied in the glass bottles. Okay, you have tokens. How many bottles are you are eligible given by the municipality? Okay, so again, that must be a news for you. And what happened? All these dairies, they changed. The bottle was expensive, breaking. They need to be washed back and all that thing. So they launched what is known as, the dairy, this thing. You go, there are no bottles. You go to the booths, milk booths, create the, buy the tokens, carry the vessel, then put under this, the quantity of milk will be delivered. Is this innovation? New technology, everything. This is an innovation without value. Remember that. All right. Then we migrated from the bottle to the plastic. So forget the bad impact of plastics for the timing to understand what it is. So from the dairy, from the booth to supply at your home, at your doorstep, and no bottles. And so that is innovation, right? Innovation with value. Now, most of you probably know this Tetra Pak, am I right? This is more expensive than this milk. Is it innovation? Many of you may think so. No, it's not innovation. But gentlemen, it is innovation. Why? It actually caters to the value perception of different customer segments. Somebody, like very, traveling people and IT people, they are very, they this thing, nobody wants to collect. They want to order, one, quantity, 1 month storage milk, no problem. And so for them, it is worth. So this is where, the perception changes. It's an innovation with value. All right. Showing you, I hope, I'm running out of time. We started, I hope so. Okay. Nobody would have thought, that this can be centuries. How many centuries we don't know? How many, those of years we have been using this, the horseshoe, right? This is what it is, right? The process of, maybe, the young generation would not have seen this. And, the horseshoe laying is a very tedious process. And this was replaced. I mean, you might say why there is a product. Well, gentlemen, militaries have, police have enough horses to be maintained, right? And this is a clip-on. I mean, no more, the nailing the horseshoe, just add on, just push it. One of the best innovation in the world for this. You can buy different types, different sizes, you just put on to the horse. Don't you think it's worth innovation? Okay. So what is the future? Future is only way to win is innovation. You can't do anything else. You can't look at the competition and say you are going to do it better. You have to look at the competition and say you are going to do it differently. And embrace innovation. Innovating requires identifying the problem that matter to the customer. Problem should be significant. And he's willing to spend money. And that's where, the ethnographic study will show that the problem is insignificant or significant. Moving through them systematically. Yes, this is the problem. And this is the type of solution I can give. So taking the problem and finding the solution and deliver elegant solution. This is the 5 phases of innovation. Okay. And so that can be achieved only through a design thinking process. Empathy, part of it, identifying the problem, then defining the problem, and then ideating, finding out different solutions, and prototyping. That is, ideate, prototype, ideate, prototype, ideate, prototype. It keeps on going. It's not a linear process. And test. Yes, it is confirmed with the customers that he loves it, and then develop and deliver. So this is how innovation is. And, it can be done only by design. Okay. Now, somebody can probably, if you use this, can you say if this, I have to modify these, the briefcases or suitcases, any problems that you associate? Anyway, since I am not directly in front of you, can think about it and see whether this is. So one of the areas that, you can see, how do we carry this in the staircases? Most of the railway, you have to cross like if you come to Bangalore, you have to cross, 2 floors high. You have to go to another compartment, right? How do you carry this? It's all good on a plain ground. What about carrying onto the staircases? Even in your building, probably, you have to carry them. Okay. So can that be a solution? Can that be an interesting problem? And this is one of the solutions you can drag. Even in the staircases, you can just drag. Steps are done. And there's a continuous chain. I mean, wheel, there. And this is actually the real one sold now. So it can be simply carried forward, carried or dropped down on the staircase. You don't have to carry anymore. Okay. So this is about value addition. Is all about. This is not, improvement. It's an innovation. So now I don't know how many of you gone to the ENT specialist. So if you can see now here, I mean, imagine a child, right? And, so Liki, for us, we are taught designers, to look for opportunities. Can you see now? The doctor will have to say, doctor, one hand he uses the torch, the other hand he uses this particular strip of wood, am I right? To press so that he can see the deep down part of the throat. Now he will say, if we imagine a child, he will say, lift your, this thing, bend. He cannot position the head by himself because both his heads are engaged. Remember, gentlemen, this is how we see the opportunity of improvement. Okay. So this is replaced by a product which became a world famous product, gentlemen. This is the throwaway, the strip, and this is the torch. The light is transmitted through this. Now the left hand is free. So the doctor can position the child's head as he wants. Okay, so very, 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 very successful innovation happened. Okay, so this is what it is, throat scope. Now, in this actually, what is the problem? Image is not captured, am I right? So you say the doctor, inspects or, and then he prescribes medicine. You go back after 3 days. Now, how does a doctor remember whether the healing is 20%, 30%, 90%? Huh? You might be seeing 20 patients a day. So would that be an opportunity? And this is what actually they have done. You can attach that to a mobile and capture the image. Remember, so this is, abundance opportunities are there for innovation. I'm just showing you this. Okay. So you can actually capture the image now before the treatment and after the treatment. Wonderful, no? Okay. So this is what innovation is all. Same thing has happened to the ear. When you see the ear, somebody looking at through your ear, how will you remember what the inflammation was, which might be texture or color or boils or anything, whether it's increased or decreased. So this is how, I hope giving you some examples, roads that honk. I hope there's a very, classic innovation happened. When you have a sharp bend, you don't know, and then people don't maintain the lane and accidents happen actually, like, all this, very serious. And in Kashmir, lots of accidents was happening. So that's why government of India, they took this. So either, there's a notice board or a mirror. That is the current solutions. And what they did is this kind of honking tower. So, there will be a tower here and there will be a tower on the other side. So there will be 2 towers here, So it will be sensing from certain distance. Moment you come with this vehicle comes within the sensing zone, actually the honk starts here. And when the vehicle comes here, the honking will start both. So the caution is that you maintain there's a vehicle coming on the other side, and so maintain your lane. Okay, beautiful innovation, right? One of the best innovation of our country is the Jaipur food. Long back, we never probably respected it. Is the most beautiful innovation for the humanity that was done here. Now, diabetics, gentlemen, if the highly diabetic people, normally they will have this wound happens in the foot. So they are supposed to watch their foot. How will you watch your foot? You can ask your, children or somebody to see whether there's any, inflammation. Now, that's very insulting, insulting, right? I have to keep asking somebody for a help. It's not very liked by people. So here, you have a weighing scale. You put a mirror on the weighing scale. You can see yourself without asking anybody whether your foot is clean or is there any boils. This is, like elderly people, they can't bend down. Maybe they have stiff, slip disc, etc. But they need to wear this thing and then, clean it automatically. Similarly, the toilet doors, door handles, can they be cleaned by itself? Remain always, this thing safe, door sterile. How many papers you shred, am I right? Can you create your own pencils in the office? All A4 sheets which are not required, you put here and the pencil comes out. Possible. Abundance of cow dung beyond the requirement of fertilizers. This, is not a worth one, right? We have a lot of cow dung in our country, and it is converted into a log, cow dung to log, and it's a very cottage industry. And now all North Indian states have made that cow dung log must only be used in crematorium. You cannot use the real wood at all. It's culturally fitting actually, because cow dung is considered as very sacred for cremation. So look at the way, the most very, very predominant innovation that happened. So cow dung bricks to cremate the dead. Okay. So innovation is conversion of new or existing knowledge into new or altered products, processes, or services, all the three, for the purpose of creating new value for customers and for creating financial gains for the innovators. I think one of the best definitions that you have. In order to be successful, you need to have customer-centric culture and customer-centric thinking in the organization. This is the the paradigm shift has to happen in an organization. Okay, missing link to innovation is creative thinking skills. How can you find ideas beyond your domain of knowledge? And that's the most the difficult part of it. So creativity is not some exotic optional extra, it's a strategic issue. Everyone must be creative, then only they'll be successful. Innovation is creativity, the job to do. Creativity is a conceptualization of interesting new ideas. Creativity is about coming back with a big idea. Innovation is about executing the idea. So two different set of skills or abilities are required. Only when those ideas are implemented successfully do they become innovation. Innovation is doing new things. Creativity is the production of newness. And innovation is the consumption of newness by society. Consumption of newness by society means create value for which customers will pay. So creativity and design are the two important aspects. Creativity is thinking up of new things. Innovation, ideation is a beating heart of innovation. So without creativity, you cannot innovate. So successful innovation requires thinking of new things, doing new things, which means creativity plus design. All right. I am coming all to the end, almost to the end of this thing. So I hope most of you know him, Amazon person. When he makes profit, you make profit. There's a customer. Always be with the customer. Above all else, align with the customers. There's the first thing you must learn. Respect the customers. Win when they win. Win only when they win. Okay. So when he makes profit, you make profit. How? First think of the most important problem of the customer. Why it is significant to him. You must address only significant problems, not insignificant problems. Because he is not going to pay you money for insignificant problems. And develop an elegant solution. That is what innovation is. And make it affordable by your customer segment. And that's where, all the value engineering, cost reductions, all those things, the learned your 7 QC tools, all of them are important. But that is, make it affordable. And that's what innovation is all about. Everything in the world starts small and then becomes bigger, except bad things. They start big and then get smaller. We are here today where yesterday's thoughts have brought us, and shall be tomorrow where today's thoughts carry us. So it is in your hands how to take India forward. You are all the future entrepreneurs, gentlemen. Remember that. You have an obligation. When you carry yesterday's thinking into today, you program tomorrow to be like yesterday. Please remember these statements. Okay. And the paradox of education. We are the students of today, which by the teachers of yesterday, because they became probably graduates, 20, 30 years back, with the methods from the past, which they have learned, another 20 years back, past methods, to be prepared, today's students, to solve the problems of tomorrow. Remember, I'm reading again, the paradox of education. We are the students of today, which by the teachers of yesterday, with the methods from the past, to be prepared to solve the problems for tomorrow. We recognize this is the paradox, but that does not give you a comfortable for inaction. You must get out of this. You must say how I can contribute. Okay. Whatever you think, that you will be. If you think yourself weak, weak you will be. If you think yourself strong, strong you will be. So it's up to you to make. Think about it. Take risk in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. You can't change the past, so focus on making a great future. Don't worry about what you've gone through. All right. And this is so. I have completed my presentation. I will go out of my screen sharing. I will Oh, sure. I can stop screen sharing. And if there are any questions, I can answer.
Any questions?
Hello?
So huh?
Yeah, yeah, you're there or not? I wanted to know if there are any questions there.
Any questions? We can transmit to him and he can learn further. No, na? Okay. Thank you then. Have a great day. Enjoy your festival tomorrow.
Yeah, I can leave? Yeah, I leave. Yeah, video I switched it off anyway.
Sir, thank you very much.
Yeah, anyway.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. I do not know how effective was it, but it was because of the technical hiccups.
Yeah,
So
thank
I
you,
do,
sir. Thank you.
I do. Yeah, yeah.
Students, do the pitch work, pitch deck work tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, we'll have a presentation. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.